Hello, hello, hello. Oh, shh. I was just gonna say my dogs are like playing, going crazy because they got wet, which made them all frisky, and now they're going crazy. So hey, welcome everybody. You guys are just hopping on here quick. That's so cool. Appreciate that. And I'm sorry, like I'm gonna be distracted. I was like, the dogs just finally, like, they were insane. If you have boxers or big dogs, like we've got a circle in our house that they just run and run and run, and they're insane crazy. And have this new ball that makes a lot of noise. No GMO hearts, no, Jason. So sorry if they jump in here. Anyway, welcome. Thanks for hopping on here, guys. Glad that you're here. If you're catching the replay, I have about, I don't know, like 15 minutes and then a total schedule change here, and the girls are getting out of the pool right now. So I wanted to take this little moment while I had and go over a little bit of Monday motivation for you. So thank you guys for joining live. Love the hearts. Keep them coming. That's amazing. I really appreciate those. And so yeah, so for today, for Monday motivation, you know, I like doing motivation Mondays because it just sounds cool, Monday motivation. And even when I was an elementary teacher, on Mondays, I would talk a little bit about motivation. Even in first grade, I taught them that word just because that's my personality. I was like, you guys have to learn about motivation. So anyway, so for Monday motivation here, I was listening to Good morning, welcome. I was listening to Mike Hobbs, and if you don't follow Mike Hobbs, you absolutely should. I'm sure he's at Mike Hobbs, I think, and he's a good friend of mine, and I just happened to notice his Periscope, and so I hopped on it this morning, and he was talking about motivation also, and I thought, wow, what a really great story that he was sharing, goes right along with some of the things I'm going through right now. So as I figured, hey, let's talk about, you know, motivation, I wanted to share that little story, because it's something you can completely relate to. And about, I don't know, like 20 minutes ago, I just finished up doing a bunch of videos. I do these marketing hack videos, and I now have Wes, who does our videos for us and like edits them all together. And so I did like a whole marketing chunk of videos, and one of the videos I talked about was about the two different types of pain and pleasure, okay? So that's kind of what I want to share with you a little bit today. As far as, you know, I was talking about marketing and putting it out there, but today, like for this, I want to talk about like for you personally, as far as what motivates you to move forward, all right? Because a lot of people are not internally motivated. A lot of people need some external type of motivation. And so where do you get that from, right? But the thing I want to share with you today, thank you for the hearts, keep going, is that a lot of people are motivated by two different things. Well, actually, everybody is motivated from two different types. You're either motivated to get away from a situation that you don't like, or you're motivated to go towards a situation that you want to have. And depending on which way you're motivated, it really makes a big difference in some of the things that you do. And this was something Mike Hobbs was talking about. He went into a lot of depth, so you absolutely can go follow him or go check out his scope. And he talked a lot. It went on for a long time, and I don't have that much time, but it really made me think about one of the things that I'm doing right now as far as motivation. So to keep along with our, onomatopoeia Monday morning, or Motivation Monday, I'm also going to throw in the M for Monday, morning. Morning Motivational Monday. Because so I've started going through the Miracle Morning book, which is another M, the Miracle Morning. And I don't have the book right here. It's upstairs. I was reading it last night. But I'm very aware of the whole aspect of like trying to wake up early and, you know, be productive before others are awake. And Justin and I, we did an interview with Eric Thomas a while ago for our new podcast that'll be coming out, Results Radio. It'll be coming out in a little while. But Eric Thomas, I think he got up at like 4 in the morning. It was something, I really think it was 4 in the morning. And so I was like, man, you get up that early. And he did this entire day's worth of work for like 8 a.m. And there's a lot of people that get up very early and do that. And the entire time I'm like, man, there's no way I could do that. I'm not a morning person. Like, that's me. I would sleep till 11 o'clock every single day if possible. You may be like that or not. Let me know if you guys are morning people or if you're like night owls. I love staying up late and being a night owl, which does not go along with getting up very early and, you know, not being that morning person. But now that my kids are in school, or they're not in school, it's summertime right now. This goes along with that motivation right here. So they're here a lot during the day. You know, we go out and do things, but it's a very big difference from having a very quiet house working for them to be around all of the time. If you hear that weird noise, that's that ball. Miracle Morning. Yeah, 4 a.m. Like, right. Well, so what I found, it was a huge motivator to get my ass out of bed every morning was the fact that it was so chaotic. I have 3 girls here that when they're here just, you know, doing their thing, it was so chaotic and not like they're loud. They're great kids, but you know, I'm listening to them and I'm hearing them, or I'm trying to concentrate on something. I was like, this is not working. I did it for like a week and a half and I was like, this is not working. I can't be productive. I can't, like, I know where they are. And I was like, I got to get up earlier. I really have to actually get up early, have some nice quiet time in the morning before they actually wake up, because now they're sleeping in a little bit later now that they're older. And so let me tell you, the motivation to wake up early in the morning without have read the Miracle Morning book yet. I hadn't read that yet. I knew about it. I knew a lot of people that went through it and it was helpful for them. But the motivation to know that if I got up early, it would be very calm and quiet to be able to get work done was definitely enough to actually wake me up and get me out of bed. And so I've been doing that for quite a few weeks now, and it's interesting to me that I actually used these words the other day. I was telling my husband this. I used the words that I woke up at 7:30, and I said in the same sentence, I was like, yeah, I slept in late today, and I was actually talking about 7:30. That blew my mind. I'm like, whoa, like that would be like, oh, you got to get up early at 7:30. So Monday motivation, though, how to pull this in about getting up early is because, you know, I was motivated. I am motivated to get up because I know if I do, then I'm going to be able to be productive and I'm not going to have to deal with multitasking and stressing about them. So it was very easy for me to have this new system in place to get up because there was motivation behind it. And so I was motivated to get away from something. It wasn't that I was motivated to get up early and motivated to be productive, like all of the other things that come with it. That wasn't what I was motivated for. I was actually motivated to get away from something. So for Monday motivation, think about you and think about what are you motivated for? And Mike gave this a great example this morning that I know a lot of people can relate to. Like, are you just motivated and doing all this to get out of debt? You know, that's a lot of people's struggle. Like, I want to get out of debt. I want to do all of these things so that I can get out of debt. And one of the things that Jeffrey Combs told me when we were, he was coaching me when I was getting started was tons of people have that mentality of like, oh, I want to do this to get out of debt. And if you think about that, your only job, like your only focus is to get out of debt. Well, first off, what happens when you get out of debt, right? Like you hit your goal, but where are you? You're literally still at zero because you got rid of your debt, but now what, right? So think about you and what you're going after, and are you trying to get away from something or are you trying to move towards something? Because if you're trying to get away from something and then you hit it, you're probably going to plateau, and you know, that's certainly something that I've seen in the past. I remember when like that $10,000 a month was like the biggest thing in the world. Like, how could you possibly ever do that? And you know, when I hit that and the next month and I went even higher, or I was able to do that in a shorter amount of time, it was like, oh yeah, like, okay, so that was a big deal. That used to be a big deal. And so now what? Like, it was like you have to continuously be motivated and reaching further. All right. So Monday motivation. And I'm going to put in the 2 more M's. The Miracle Morning Monday motivation for you is just think about, what are you motivated? Are you trying to reach towards something? And if that's the case, what is it? Be very, very clear about it. And I don't want to go into a lot of specifics because I don't have a lot of time. But the other thing is, what can you put into place in your daily schedule to help you achieve that? If you're trying to get away from something, like, well, I would say like, maybe like it's your job. Let's just use that one. Like if you're trying to get away from that job, if you're constantly thinking like, I want to get away from my job, I want to get away from my job, so I would encourage you to switch your mindset and be like, I think it's going to work easier and work better for you if you switch your mindset to be like, I want to get this, and focus on the next part. Well, what happens when you get out of your job? Because if you don't have your job anymore and you have no idea what to do, it's not going to be a great fulfilling life. It's really think about, well, what do I want to go for? Because if you're moving into the future and if you're really motivated by the stuff that's to come, it's probably going to happen a lot faster than what you're just trying to get away from. So that's my thought, but I've also heard that before. So I just letting you know. Thanks for the hearts, guys. Appreciate it. So there's my little takeaway for you today. And the other thing would be, for me, this whole new Miracle Morning, it's interesting because I've seen it work for other people. I've seen people give all these testimonials about it. I've read the testimonies for it. I'm pretty much almost done with the book. I think I have like a chapter left. It makes a lot of sense to me, and I've implemented some of the stuff without reading the book. But it's interesting now, really reading the book, and that's kind of why I wanted to get it. I wanted to have like this little bit more internal motivation to get up early so that even when my kids go back to school, I'm still getting up early and I'm still following that, and it's not just this one thing to hold me through the summer. And that goes right along with the motivation. Like, I don't want to just get away from that. I want to look towards, coming up in the next 5 weeks when they go off to school. I still want to implement this routine because I really do enjoy it. And I'm liking, I don't consider myself a morning person yet, but I'm liking the fact that I'm able to wake up very easy. And I never would have thought that's really even possible. So it's pretty interesting to see that actually occur. So that is my little tip for you for what am I? Too many M's today. Monday morning, Miracle Morning, Monday motivation. Think about what you're motivated for. What's your triggers? And then put something into your daily schedule or put something into your weekly schedule or something to help keep you accountable to move towards that. Okay? So yeah, with that, I got to get going. I got to get my kids out of the pool. Yeah, because I got like 5 minutes. So thanks, you guys. Appreciate it. And let's see. If you're not following me, definitely follow and invite. You can swipe and invite this, and people can watch the replay. And I'd love to let me know, and I'll follow you guys back too. So if you're following me, I'm going to go back through and start following people. I think it was Saturday. I was like, yeah, I'm not doing a good job with that. But it's on my list now to make sure I spend some time and go back and do that. So thank you for the hearts. You guys have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow, if not later on. Bye-bye.